What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Febreze, back with another video. I haven't recorded in probably, I don't know, months. I've been doing other stuff, but there's been a lot of stuff going on in sports. But the biggest thing going on right now is probably Colin Kaepernick not being signed by a team. Uh, you got some real horrible quarterbacks that keep getting jobs out there, but Colin Kaepernick can't seem to get a job. Like, I don't know what the problem is with what he did. Me coming from the military, I could give a shit about somebody taking a knee uh, for, injustice that they think is having. That's why one of the reasons why we go fight wars or why we have a constitution, why we have freedom of speech. Like, basically, you're saying if the NFL is only gonna, I guess, represent what they want to. So if NFL players want to sit there and say they're feeling like they're being targeted or their race is being targeted, and the NFL won't allow them to say anything. It's different than if Colin Kaepernick is out there burning up a flag on the middle of the field while the national anthem is going on. He's literally taking a silent protest and took a knee. Like, how more discreet do you want him to be when it comes to doing something for a cause? Like, he's not being disrespectful to the flag. Like, I come from the military, and it's like, what do you want him to do? Like, would the NFL be happy if he wouldn't do it on the field and did it on his social media account where he stood around a bunch of people and just burned the flag and talked bad about the United States? Like, what do you want him to do? He's using his platform to say, all right, we need to take a look at this. And nobody's actually talking about what he's taking a stand for. Everybody's more focused on why the NFL is not doing this. And I don't think the NFL really care. I think NFL is they more about funds, and that's what I used to think. Like, why don't you know black people just separate themselves from the NFL and just start their own league? The league is nothing without players. Like, the league literally would be nothing. You can find other business owners that would contribute money or start teams, no matter how low you start or how underfunded you would be, but you would get back to that level or even be bigger than the NFL. Like, without the players, the NFL are nothing. It's like Roger Goodell is like the executioner, the hire, like he does everything. Like, they gave him so much power in the collective bargain, so it's kind of the players' fault or the NFLPA, whoever they are, I think his name is Maurice, the director of the NFL Players Association. They gave Roger Goodell so much power to do so much stuff. Like, they got to understand that Roger Goodell are for the owners. He works specifically for the owners, not the players. He can care less as long as he's making the owners happy. There's no wrong he can do to get fired. And I think the owners are. It don't matter about politics. I think they're more on the conservative side or more on the I just want you to be quiet and play. That's like for the beer situation. Players can't have a beer sponsorship, but in NFL, when you watch their games, kids are watching, and you have Budweiser on TV. Whoever the sponsor is, Budweiser, Bud Light, whoever the sponsor is, you have a alcoholic beverage that you sponsor on TV, but the players aren't allowed to do it because they're considered role models. But the NFL as a whole are allowed to make money off of it. Like, the whole and then the whole Colin Kaepernick situation is like, there are horrible quarterbacks that keep getting jobs. It's so crazy. You got freaking Mike Glennon, who I think he went to the Jets. I'm not sure. Or Matt Barkley, one of them. You got fucking Josh McCown. Like, the dude record is probably 2-20 or something. Like, he haven't won no games, but he keeps getting contracts. I think he signed with the Jets. Like, you have so much crap going on. And these players are like, when the last time you heard of Matt Barkley winning a game? Like, seriously. And he has a contract. He's on the 49ers. Like, really? Like, how? Like, look at Colin Kaepernick record. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's not about politics. He's not playing good. But when you steady got inconsistent quarterback getting contracts like Jay Cutler. No way. Well, no way. I think he should have got a contract to Miami over Colin Kaepernick. That dude was horrible horrible, and he's still getting contracts. Like it's like they all came together and said, nobody put him on your team. Nobody do it. Since he want to do this, make a silent protest. Since he want to take up for his people and not just shut up and play. Like that's what they want us to do. Shut up and play football. We're paying you to play football, not to make some political statement. Yet the only way they can make money is when black athletes come put their life on the line for a sport that they love. And if it was more options, like if there was more options as far as anything but the NFL, I doubt they'll be taking a stand like this because players would be jumping ship. And when you only have that one major professional football league in the United States, then that makes it more difficult. I'm a believer in that Colin Kaepernick, the team who gets him is going to be lucky. And to me, I think Dallas might fit him better than any other team for the simple fact that you got Elliott, you got Dak Prescott. So for him to be Dak Prescott backup, they have like the same type of game, I think. Even though I think Colin Kaepernick is more of a scramble quarterback, I think Dak Prescott is also. So I think he would fit that scheme more. But you're going to look at some of these other players on these other teams, quarterbacks that keep. Mark Sanchez is on the Bears right now. Like on the Bears, Mark Sanchez got 1 year, $2 million deal for the Bears. How? And I think with Colin Kaepernick doing that, a lot of black quarterbacks, if you don't win, you don't get a backup role. Like I don't know if everybody noticed that trend. You don't get a backup role if you're a black quarterback if you don't win. You have to be good. And it's like white quarterbacks can suck all they want, and they'll always be able to get a backup jobs because I think they look at more maybe he was just on the wrong fitting team or the potential of the quarterback. Like, how will they continue to get jobs if you got all these black quarterbacks that come in the league? And if they don't win right away, that's like Vince Young. Vince Young should have never been out of the league. Like, they're not obligated or they're not given the chance as white quarterbacks get to make get a second chance. They don't get a lot of second chances. And there's no way you can tell me Vince Young didn't have a losing season with the Titans or his record was, better than his losing record. But then you got people like Mark Sanchez that sucks but keeps getting contracts. Like, it don't make any sense. Like, it don't make no sense to me. And I think the Cowboys should give them that look. They already the most loved or most hated team in the NFL. A little bit more publicity ain't gonna help or hurt them as it would do any other teams. Even if the owners look at it or Jerry Jones look at it as he just don't want to do it to get the attention. Cowboys is already probably the biggest media attention in NFL right now. But and then you got former players coming out, Cordell Stewart telling him he's too loud. Like, how is a man being too loud who just takes a knee? Like, seriously, it's like, why do black quarterbacks have to shut up and just play the game? Like, why is that? If a football player come out with a "Make America Great" hat again, would the NFL ban them for making a political statement? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. But you can't. I mean, you can look at it and tell the owners got together and said, let's just stop him from coming in the league. Let's stop that statement. Not like in any team that picks him up, it's so much scrutiny around him now that he haven't been signed. Like, what would be the point of him even going to play for a team? All of these teams that suck so bad need a quarterback, and they didn't even pick him up. Like, just going over some of the quarterbacks that have a job right now that has awful records. Like, there's not 20 quarterbacks in the league or 32 quarterbacks in the league that's better than Colin Kaepernick. Like, he don't fit some scheme, some offensive coordinator playbook, of course. But for some teams that's looking to win, and you just are even if you're trying to rebuild or something, like you got 39-year-old backup quarterbacks in your team or 38. So if your quarterback go down, you pretty much screwed. Like, you're pretty much just depending on what? Like, I don't know. And all of these quarterbacks without winning records, when you can just like have a backup like Colin Kaepernick who should be starting. Like, it's not like he's coming in starting. He's coming in and he's going to be your backup unless he outplays somebody in camp or preseason. And a lot of these teams just so afraid to do it. But if the black players to me should stand up more for him. Like you don't hear a lot. You hear like Richard Sherman and some other players that are talking about it. But I think if more of the players were talking about it and like putting forth an effort, you know, to stand up to the NFL and the owners, like, okay, you don't want him here for making a stand. Like, what do you really think about my people? Like, what do you think about us? If he feels like his people is being discriminated against or being targeted, like what is the owner's thoughts on the players? Like, really? Like, what do they think about black players? Like, question them. Like, people like the NFL to me is losing its edge. I watched the NFL. Only teams I really watch is Carolina Panthers, but if the NFL starts losing money and people stop like paying attention to them, they'll change. I really don't like it because I think they're like the no fun league. Really, like you can't like it's NFL's an entertainment sport, and when you find players for celebrating, I find a problem with that. Like they're here to entertain the fans. I don't care about sportsmanship. You're here to entertain the fans. The fans like seeing that. I don't care what some sportsmanship board don't like. It ain't about you. It's about the fans who spend money on the game, who buy a freaking Sunday ticket and watch all the games on TV. And I have that, but I won't watch no games. But the freaking Panthers play. But that conversation is gonna go on and on and on. Even if he gets signed to a team, that's gonna be the conversation of how is he going to play with the team? Why it took a team so long to sign him? It's going to be all the. I don't think people want to answer the question as to why you put him on his team. Will people boycott? Only people who's going to boycott him is people who just looking for a reason to be mad. I think Colin Kaepernick has a legitimate argument. Like it's not like I'd rather y'all make dialogue than to just ignore what he's talking about and just keep him out of the league so your team won't be in that spotlight. Like the NFL is turning into a joke, and I think more people should boycott it. Like no matter what, like they already had something where they was freaking charging veterans or charging them to recruit on TV and stuff, like having events for recruitments and stuff. Like the military was paying so much money to the NFL just to come out there. Right, and I understand it's a money-making league, and I already think NFL salaries are underpaid. I think NFL probably bring in more than NBA, and those players are like so underpaid. Contracts aren't even guaranteed unless you sign that guaranteed clause. And NFL contracts, once you sign, I think they're pretty much paid out no matter what team you go to. They still got to pay you. Even if they cut you, they still got to pay you. And that's why a lot of teams buy people out. But NFL just need a whole new makeover, I think. I think Roger Goodell should just step down, or the owner should step down and they need to come together and figure out a way to make it more entertaining. Like the game has become very slow. Like there's some stuff they do to try to change it, but I'm not a fan of it. I just, oh my brother's I'm just hoping Colin Kaepernick can get on a team and, help them out, and then when he gets them out, and he'll be due for a big contract. Because you got all these crappy players. They just got $10 million for the Miami Dolphins for 1 year. After he had the shittiest season probably out of any quarterbacks, threw so many interceptions and everything. Like, how is he getting contracts like that? But that's my little rant about Colin Kaepernick. I haven't uploaded in so long, but I felt like I need to come back and talk about that since it was all over the place. I'm hoping he land on his feet, and I'm hoping that the conversation gets started real soon, because only way the two sides, cops, black people, anybody, going to come together is if you talk it out. It's not going to happen if everybody's afraid to bring up a subject because of people's feelings. Like, it don't work like that. You can't solve problems by being quiet. And if he feels like that way, then people should just talk about it. If you think he's wrong, then say your point, NFL. Or owners, have a meeting with him. Like, teams, bring him in, at least talk to him and get, like, where he's coming from. Look at statistics and stuff. Don't just come together as owners and be like, look, nobody signed him. He want to do that and say America's this, America. Like, America is not the greatest thing when it comes to, like, issues with civil rights and discrimination and stuff like that. Like, it's a great country, and I love living here. But, it's not what we can base facts on. Like, the country has committed genocide in the past. And it is all in the past, but stuff is still happening today that you can't really explain why it's happened to a certain race. So just talk about it. But if you like this video, just give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna be dropping more content probably today, or I don't know. But I felt like I need to come back and make more videos. It's not really about views. I just wanted to vent and get it off my chest. So I might be deploying real soon also. So probably do some uploads before I leave. I'll do more gameplay. I'll do some more talking about different things. If you enjoy the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. The more you subscribe, the more videos I'll drop. Take time to edit. Like I'm saying, this is just a video I want to talk about Colin Kaepernick. If you have any comments or you want to dispute what I said or just have dialogue about what I said, just make sure you drop a comment down below. This is Breeze. I'm out.